Good morning, guys. This is your math lesson for Thursday, April 16th. And I want to go over this example problem with you. This is a difficult lesson. This is your problem solving. So all of these are story problems that you have to do. You can't just write down an answer. You've got to show your work, show how you're coming to your answer. All right, let's look at these. The first one says a recipe calls for 2 1/4 cups of milk. You have 1/4 pint of whole milk and 1 1/2 cups of skim milk. Do you have enough milk? Notice that the recipe is calling for cups, and you have 1/4 pint and 1 1/2 cups. All of these are going to need to be the same, and I say we need to probably convert it to cups because that's what it's asking for. Do you have enough milk? Okay, so we know this information. We know we need to find out if we have enough. How are we going to do that? Convert. These are already in cups. We have to convert that to cups. And then we have to add these two together to see if it comes up to 2 1/4, which is what the recipe calls for. So we know that there are 2 cups and 1 pint. And we're going from pints to cups. Whoa, ran into myself there. Larger to smaller, so we're going to multiply 1/4, the 1/4 pint, times 2, which is a unit multiplier. And we'll come up with 2/4 or 1/2, and I'll just write 1/2 here. So we know that 1/4 pint equals 1/2 of a cup, because we did the multiplying and we did how many pints are in a cup. Now we just have to add. We have a 1/2 cup of whole milk and 1 1/2 cups of skim milk. What's 1/2 plus 1 1/2? Whoops, you can't see me, sorry. Okay, what's 1/2 plus 1 1/2? That is 2. So we have 2 cups of milk. So 2 cups is less than 2 1/4 cups. So we do not actually have enough milk. So you don't, sorry, I'm trying to get this going for you. You don't have enough milk for the recipe. Okay, so the number 1 says explain how you could check to see if this is true. So the opposite of addition, which is what we did here, is subtraction. So we could start with 2 1/4 cups and subtract the 2 that we have together. And we know there's still 1/4 of a cup left. So we know that would be how we do it. All right, and looking at your classwork today, let me blow this up a little bit. Okay. All right, so let me just go through these really quickly. I'm not going to do them with you, but we're just going to talk about them. Your friend buys 1 pound of walnuts, 6 ounces of peanuts, and 1/2 pound of cashews. How many ounces do they weigh in all? So you're going to have to convert that. Oh, sorry, that's already ounces. And this to ounces. And then just add them together. A bottle of orange juice one bottle contains 64 fluid ounces. So how many cups, you need to convert that to cups, are in 3 bottles. And don't forget that's not cups in the 1 bottle, but then you have to multiply that by 3. Okay, your friend wants to buy curtains that hang from the top of the window here to the floor. Curtain lengths are typically measured in inches. What length curtain should he buy? Well, you see the window itself is 5 feet long, so you're going to have to convert that to inches. And then from the bottom of the window to the floor is 3 feet. So you're going to have to convert this to inches. And what do you think you're going to do with this and that? I'm not going to tell you. That'll be the big question you have to make. And convert it all to inches, and then you'll have your answer. Your friend runs a total distance of 1 kilometer at track practice by running 100-meter hurdles. How many times does he run the hurdles? Well, you have to know how many meters are in a kilometer, and then how many times is he running? That? You'll have to do some math there. Okay, a trailer carries 13.5 tons. So how many pounds is that? It has room to carry 6 cars at once. can the trailer carry 6 cars that weigh 3,800 pounds each? So you have to figure out how much this is, and can that trailer carry it? All right, you walk your dog 4 laps around the block each day. So each day, here's your block, 4 times around it, and it's 400 meters each block, one time. So you need to figure out how many meters a day. And now look at the question: how many total kilometers do you walk your dog after 35 weeks? So this is a day, 4 times around it a day. Now you're going to have to do some conversion there. All right, let's look at this problem, the sample problem on page 560. Okay, a crew member needs to put a temporary fence around the perimeter of this rectangular football field. How many feet of temporary fencing does a crew member need? Well, on our width up here, it's 160 feet. What would this one be? 160 feet also, because they are asking for feet. Now this is in yards. This length of the field is 120 yards. How would we find feet from yards? Again, we're going yards to feet, so we're going to multiply by 3 feet in a yard, and that is 360 feet on this side. What about this side? Same, 360. Now, how are we going to do this? The formula for perimeter of a rectangle is 2 times length, which is 2 times 360, plus 2 times the width, 160. So we get 720 plus 320, and then we get 1,040. So 1,040 feet of temporary fencing. Okay, and then these bottom two. An artist puts a wood border around the perimeter of a rectangular mural. How many feet of wood does the artist need? So this is already in feet. This is not. Again, we're doing yards to feet, just like we did. What did we do up here? You're going to have to do the same thing. And then don't forget about these two sides. Okay, last one. The sports jug contains 5 gallons of water. So this is 5 gallons. The paper cup holds 8 fluid ounces of water. How many paper cups can 3 of these jugs fill? So you're going to have to find out how many ounces are in this one, and then multiply that by 3 to see how many are total. And then the question is, how many 8 ounces of water can you get out of that? So you're going to have to divide by 8. All right. Good luck. Do a good job. Take your time.